Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. Ten minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday morning, the 10th day of March, 2026. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for joining me today here on KSJE 90.9 FM, broadcasting throughout San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, we broadcast at 103.3 FM, and if you are listening to my voice anywhere else on the planet, you've gone to our website, tune in, ksje.com, or maybe you're listening through the new KSJE radio app. It is great to have you all with us this morning. Coming up on the program, it is our visit from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Jamie Church will be here in a few moments to talk about all the events coming up with the Chamber, including one this very afternoon. Stay tuned for that. We'll tell you all about it coming up this morning right here. Later on this morning, of course, we'll be checking in with Amber Francisco over at the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter. She'll be telling us about some of the pets available for adoption this week, so stay tuned for that coming up a little later on, 8:50 on KSJE. Then, of course, we'll make way for Mick Hess, Roving with the Arts, our weekday classical music program. That begins a little after the news at 9:06 today on KSJE. A reminder, for podcast fans, you can subscribe and download KSJE podcasts. We publish new ones almost every day. They're available wherever you listen to podcasts, so check it out, or maybe listen to them through the KSJE radio app. They're available there as well. The app's available now at the App Store and on Google Play. Outside our studios here at San Juan College, it's about 45 degrees at the moment. We're expecting a increasing day of sunshine today with a high of 64, so less clouds as we go forward in the day today. Clear skies overnight, the low 42. It'll be sunny tomorrow with a high of 61 on Wednesday. Sunshine 63 by Thursday, getting warmer on Friday with a high of 67. Sunshine and 70 on Saturday. 64 and partly sunny skies on Sunday and Monday again with overnight lows in the mid to lower 40s. I'll be back with my guest, Jamie Church from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center. It's physician-led and supported by specialists, so patients can receive the treatment they need right here at home. When every minute matters, dedicated caregivers are here for you. San Juan Regional Medical Center, serving the Four Corners region for generations. Find out more at sanjuanregional.com.
Now back to Studio A and the award-winning Scott Michlin morning program on KSJE.
And my guest on the program this morning, as I mentioned, from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, Jamie Church, is here, of course, to talk about all the events coming up for the Farmington Chamber. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here, of course.
Thank you.
For your regular visit.
Yes. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity every month. It seems like every month we just have so many things to talk about.
No kidding.
And here we are in March, and February was a record month for us as far as ribbon cuttings and events. And I thought, well, here March will slow down a little bit, but no, we got a lot of stuff going on in March too.
See how you are?
Yes.
Well, that's all right. Including something happening this very day.
Yes.
In just a few hours from now.
I know. I'm so excited about this.
Right.
We have the ribbon cutting for the Market Pavilion. And if you drive up and down Main Street, you've seen this from the very beginning.
Right.
And so today is the ribbon cutting. And we love it when the city invites us to be a part of these. So exciting. And I can't wait to see inside it and hear all about how it's going to be utilized and all the great benefit it's going to bring. So that is at 4 o'clock today.
Okay.
Or 3. Sorry, it's at 3.
3 to 5.
3. Sorry,
Okay.
I keep thinking it's at 4, but it's at 3. So if you're listening, it's at 3.
People start gathering at 3. Maybe you'll cut the ribbon at 4.
Yes, probably that's more what I'm thinking at.
There you go.
Right. So that is at 3 o'clock. and
There
it
you
is
are.
open to the public.
Right near at the Farmington Museum at Gateway
Yes.
Park, right, the visitor center, right. You can't miss it if you're
Right.
on Main Street, East Main Street, and it's going to be a great addition to that area. And I know they've got plans for the growers markets to be there this season, and then it can do other events as well. So
Yes.
that's going to be exciting too.
My understanding is that you could rent it out and you
Yeah.
could put live music in there. So again, I'm just very curious to see inside and how much space. And so again, 3 o'clock this afternoon.
There you go.
And we hope you'll show up for that. Very
That's true.
exciting.
Exactly.
And then we are gearing up for our next Focus on Farmington Coffee, which will be April
Yes.
3rd.
Right.
The Business to Business Expo. I'm glad we're sharing this.
I found a couple of things too that I
Yes.
found to maybe to
Yes.
ask you about as well. You've got
Yes.
a YPN Young Professionals Network event.
Correct. So the Young Professionals Network is a group that we collaborate with at the chamber. So they're not actually a chamber committee, but they are young professionals, 20s, 30s, 40-year-olds that do networking events maybe every other month, maybe every month. And we just help share their information because we know that we've got a group of young professionals here that want to network and talk about things within their space. So we saw this pop up and I thought, well, I'll share this because that's a great opportunity. So that will be at Lauderhouse and on March 12th. So
That's
if you're a
Thursday.
young professional, whatever that means, that could
You can be
be
young at
broad.
heart. You can be young at heart, yes.
Young at heart. But stop by and check that out because that's pretty neat that they're doing these and working on that networking for these
Yeah.
young professionals in our area.
Well, and again, it's always been told to me that, networking is a really important part of business
Yes.
because it's not necessarily what you know, but who you know, but
Right.
it's still a little bit about what you know too.
Right.
But a lot of things can happen by just, getting in touch with the right people.
Exactly.
That maybe can help you achieve your goals of
Right.
whatever you're trying to do. So
Right.
this is another opportunity for that.
Well, and that's why the chamber, we do so many network events.
That's right.
And I think at the core of networking is building trust and building relationships, which is what you were just talking about. So you see people over and over again at these events, at these networking opportunities, the Business After Hours, YPN, the Business to Business Expo, whatever it is, and you are meeting people, you're getting to know more about them. So then if you are looking for someone to do business with or you need to make a referral, these people face to face. And so I think that at the core is what's really important about networking
Yeah.
is building trust and relationships
I would
with other
agree.
businesses. So there's another opportunity for you.
I would
with
agree
my
very
YPN.
much. Now, I saw this as a ribbon cutting, and I'm
Yes.
assuming it's a chamber ribbon cutting. Is it at the Boys and Girls Club?
We are partnering with this organization. They are going to be doing this chalk art walk and ribbon cutting. Again, it's Friday the 27th. It's in the building right next door to the main building of
Okay.
Boys and Girls Club.
I see.
But they're going to be talking about their Second Harvest Enhancement Project. So this is one of our nonprofit organizations, and so we're excited to be there. And I love the flyer that they put together.
Right.
Very spring and ribbon and scissors. So we will be participating in that as well. They asked us if we would be there to help them
Nice.
cut the ribbon, and we'll learn more about it on that day. So again, open to the public, and we hope you'll stop by and learn more about this.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not the Boys and Girls Club, but it's right next door.
Right. The address is there, and there's a white building, I think, right next door to the Boys and Girls Club, and that's where the ribbon cutting will be. But basically right there in that whole big space, but it's not right in the Boys and Girls Club.
Got it. Thank
Yes.
you. And again, it's Friday, March 27th from 4 to 6 p.m.
Yes.
Is this event.
Correct.
Got it. So
that's coming up as
very
well.
good. Your scissors is going to get a workout this month. Your big giant
do.
scissors.
Oh, and then we have our next Focus on Farmington Coffee.
Right.
And this is a really exciting, I personally love it when we celebrate these anniversaries for businesses.
Right.
We did one for Monica at the Chili Pod when they celebrated their 10th. We did a big one for Ram Studio Signs when they celebrated their 35th. And in April, we're celebrating Carpet One Floor and Home on 50 years, which
about that?
I had to keep looking at at the graphic as I was working on it, going 50 years. What an accomplishment. So we are going to be celebrating with them on Friday, April 3rd. The Focus on Farmington coffees always start at 9 a.m. and they're always free to anybody in the community. So this is a great opportunity if you are new to the area or you know somebody who is. They've just moved here. Maybe they came for a new job. But this is such a great thing to invite them to. They'll meet a lot of great people, find out what's going on in Farmington. So that is Friday, April 3rd.
There you
at
go.
9 a.m.
Another networking opportunity as we're
Yes.
talking about how important that is.
It is very important.
And even if maybe you're not in a business situation or looking to do that, but just to meet other people
Yeah,
that are
exactly.
in town and maybe new to town like you are,
Right.
or if you're not new to town, meeting these folks. And so
Right.
that's kind of what it's all about. But it's a free event, as
It is
you've
free.
mentioned. And
Yes.
again, the location kind of bounces around every month, so you get to check out new businesses and see new people.
right.
And that's what it's all about. And how long have you been doing that? We've been doing that
10
now
years.
for...
10 years this year.
Is it really? Is it really?
10 years this year.
I'm feeling, wow.
I know.
Wow.
A lot of coffees, and through
Yes.
even, through, we had to take a pause. I'll call it a pause
Mm-hmm.
during COVID when we weren't allowed to be together. But I went back through my Facebook events and found the relaunch when we were allowed to
Right.
get back together. It was outdoors at Home 2 Suites. So yes, the coffees have been going on a long time, and they really are about connecting people. New people that have been here, people that have lived here a long time, but don't. I'm always amazed when we do these coffees that people have lived here a long time and still are
Right.
like, I didn't know this was here.
Right.
I love that. I love that, because then we can say, oh, great. Well, let's share this great space with you, or this cool project, or
Sure.
this great program. But we are, happy to celebrate with Carpet One, because 50 years in business is something to celebrate.
No kidding.
And so stop by.
There you go.
It's fun. And there's
Exactly.
coffee, and it's free.
Right.
I mean,
What
could
more
be
could you
better
ask
than
for?
that? I know.
That's right.
No kidding.
Exactly. And you can see kind of what this business has to offer.
Exactly. And like you said, even if you're not a business person, everybody there has lives outside of their business and what they
Right.
do.
Right.
And so they're involved in things in our community. And it's a great way for you to find out what, maybe you're into the outdoor recreation space. Maybe you're curious about this new pavilion that just opened up in front of the Farmington Museum. Maybe you'd like to know more about the different golf courses that are here, or you want to volunteer. It's just a great way to help people get connected. And so we really encourage people to come. We are not going to sell you anything.
Right.
We are not going to sign you up. We're not going to ask you to join the chamber. I hardly touch on the fact that I am with the chamber. It really is about learning what's going on in our community. We're not going to ask for your email address. You're never going to get any spam from us. It really is just about come, have a cup of coffee, connect with people maybe you haven't seen in a while, and find out what's going on.
Very true. And again, that's how you kind of promote these events, is really just on this program,
Right.
some of the other media appearances that you may be making, the Chamber Facebook page.
Right.
There is a Focus on Farmington Coffee
There is
Facebook page. Then that's really how folks can find out where to go
Right.
every month, and the date and the location. So
Right.
that's kind of how it works. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a speakeasy. You got to say the
Yeah,
magic word to get in. You got
magic
to know where
word.
to go.
Well, and I just spoke at a women's conference up at Fort Lewis College a couple of weeks ago, and my breakout was on regional collaboration. And this coffee is a model any community could do.
Yeah, right.
From the smallest community of 15,000 or even 1,000, every community could do this. Have a space, do a free coffee, invite people. Often people just want to find out what's going on. They want to get connected, especially if they're new to an area. And so by doing these coffees and these, over 10 years, it really helps build resiliency within a community, because then when things happen, such as COVID or other things within a community, we've built a network, we've built a community of resources within this monthly connection that we do. And so it helps to build resiliency for your business and your community. So I think they're important.
There you go.
And
Very
I like
true.
coffee, so.
Well, win-win. So there you are.
win-win.
But yeah, you could do it with orange juice, I suppose.
You suppose you
could
could.
certainly,
You could do
mix it
whatever
up a
you want.
little
It doesn't
bit.
have to be
But
coffee.
That's right. But I know there have been events like this, a Focus on Farmington Coffee event with NASTAC.
Correct.
A couple of
Yes,
times, and
yeah.
partnering with other communities too, just to kind of spread the information around a little
Right.
bit and get folks out of their maybe neighborhoods
Right.
and see something new. So
See something new.
there's a
learn
lot of
something
things
new.
you can do with it once you get it up and running.
Exactly.
So, and you're right. It just takes coordination, which I'm not saying is easy, but
Right.
it can be done on a shoestring budget.
Right, it can, because really, pot of coffee,
Yeah.
few things of coffee, or brew it on site, and that's That's all it takes.
Get someone to donate it, and cha-ching,
Right.
you're all set.
Right. But and last month we had it at Bella Flora Cafe, and it was
That's right.
jam-packed in there. And it was so exciting to bring people into that space. And we did partner with that on the ribbon cutting as well. So, but just to bring people into that space, and everyone's talking and everyone's positive and everybody's sharing what's going on. And it's just a very positive time. And again, we are not going to sell you anything.
See? There
Not
you
going to
go.
try to sell you anything.
True, very true. And then, of course, your big
Yes.
event coming up,
Yes,
which will be
yes.
on Friday, April 10th,
Yes.
at the Farmington Civic Center. You kind of take over the
We do.
whole Civic Center. I
Well, and
think.
it's starting to, as many things do, starting to spread a little bit.
Yeah.
And it is Friday, April 10th. It is at the Civic Center from 9 to 1. We have an opening coffee hour that, again, is free to everybody, kind of like a focus on Farmington coffee, but we're calling it Coffee Hour. It's hosted by Tri-City Record. And then this is, the whole event is free and open to the public. So we have probably, I don't know, somewhere 70, 75 vendors. We're still getting them in, maximum of 75, but we're
Okay.
getting pretty close. And you will get a bingo card. It's called the Business to Business Bingo Card. You go from vendor to vendor, they sign it off, and then we'll give away some great prizes at the end of the day. But that's not the main focus. The main focus is so that you can see what businesses, resources, products, services that you have right here in Farmington. You don't always have to go outside of the area. So we're just encouraging people, stop by and visit these vendors. They're all getting lots of swag for you to
Nice.
collect.
Nice.
And find out what they have going on, and what if you're a business, what other business could you do business with here in Farmington? That's why it's
Right.
called the Business to Business. But even if you're not a business, who's here? What are they doing? And so it's just a really great event. And it is spreading to the front of the Civic Center a little bit.
Okay.
We are running out of room inside the ballroom, and so we have a few vendors that are going to be set up out front.
Like
So,
outside out front?
Outside out
Okay,
front.
I see.
Yes.
Well, that probably
And
fits
so
some businesses.
It does. Actually, it fits one of the businesses really, really well.
Yeah.
So you'll see some vendors set up outside. I'm anticipating in the next year or so, we'll probably be taking over a little bit of the foyer. I'd like to keep it contained into the ballroom, but I want to give every business an opportunity to participate in
Sure.
this. So anyway, at this point, it is 9 to 1. It is free. And just last year, it was so fun. There was so much energy, people just talking to these businesses, showing appreciation for these businesses, what they do, learning about, and then the vendors are networking with each other too.
Right.
They're back and forth, sharing leads, referrals. So it is really great.
Nice.
Opportunity.
Yeah,
Yes.
very
you should
good.
Come.
Friday, April 10th, 9
Yes.
to 1.
9 to 1.
Okay.
And we're going to have some bags there at the front. So you can pick up your bag. It'll have your business to business bingo card in it and all that kind of things. And then you can go around and have a good time. So just stop by and have free coffee at 9 o'clock.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
But that's another big event that'll be coming up.
Yes.
That I know you're working on.
Yes.
And your team is working on.
My team.
So
My team.
that's important as well.
Well, and it's been fun to see how this event has grown. We started this
Right.
just 3 years ago, and really, you start these things wondering, is there going to be anybody who wants to do this? And it grew really fast. So we realized, okay, we need a special event just for that. And what we've tried to do at the Chamber when we did strategic planning is really focus in on signature events that fit within our mission. And so obviously we just had the Chamber banquet where we announced our citizen and business and nonprofit of the year.
Right.
In fact, we should have them on for the future show like
Right.
we've done in the past. That's
True.
always a fun interview. Anyway, so we just wrapped that up. And then, we have all of these ribbon cuttings and all of these events and networking events. But then the Business to Business Expo, that's another signature event, fits right within our mission. We do have a fun teas and tunes for our chamber members. That's just a fun event, but gives our members an opportunity to sponsor a golf hole and things like that. So that's another event. And then the Women's Summit is our event for the fall. So we really just try to focus on these four events that fit within our mission. And I
Well,
think that's
for
really
big events. You
for
certainly
big
do
events.
more things throughout the month,
Yes,
for
I call
sure.
them signature events.
Yes. But that's just the signature events, and so
Right.
there's a lot of other things that you do every month, as we talk
Correct.
about on this program.
Correct.
And so there's lots of things that keeps you busy for sure. But these
Right.
4 signature events are kind of
Right.
the things to just make sure you get to.
Right. And I think it's just a great membership benefit for our members that they can see all these things going on. We have extra things too. We have our leads and referrals groups. Those are also growing. We have 2 now, and that's an opportunity if you're a business and you want to take that networking to the next level where it's very intentional. It's every week. It's
At that event,
a
they
membership.
will try to sell you something.
They do, yes. They do a lot of business back and forth.
Right.
And it's pretty amazing how much closed business starts to accumulate within that group. So
Sure.
actually 2 groups.
But it's
And
by
so-
design. Pardon me
Oh,
for
it is by
interrupting. I keep
design.
interrupting you.
No,
but I just
but it
wanted to
is by
say,
design.
because you limit how many businesses
Yes.
of a certain type can be in this group.
Yes,
and so you
correct.
kind of get a little bit of, preferential treatment because
do.
you are there and you can pitch your business
Every week.
and the other folks are there listening to it, and
Right.
it's a nice, and they're expecting that pitch, and so it's kind of a nice environment, I guess, for that
Exactly.
kind of a message, right?
It's very intentional. That's
Yeah.
the way it's set up. So
Right.
like you mentioned, there's one realtor, one insurance company, one plumbing services, one media, one IT. And so they're really building relationships. I mean, talk about trust.
Right.
Because if you are in that group and you give a lead or referral to someone else in that group, you're going to see them
Next
the
month.
next week.
Yeah.
No,
That's-
next week,
no,
and the
next
week
week.
after, and the
That's
week
right.
after. So you really are, and they do a lot of thank yous. Thank you for that referral. Thank you for that closed business. There's always an educational portion where somebody does about a 5-minute education presentation on business, something to do with business that can help you do better within your business, best practices or customer service or networking, whatever it is. So they're very intentional but very powerful. So we have 2 of those.
Yeah.
And then the other things that are going on, for example, we have a business after hours. I don't know if you have the graphic for that. It's coming up on March 19th. It's the Manchester Agency Secure Insurance.
Right.
I'm going to mention it right here. It's
Please
at the
do.
Chili Pod.
Okay. I don't have the
Should be.
graphic for
That's
that
okay.
one. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We have it on our Facebook
I'm
page.
going to fire our research department.
No, yes, I
didn't
should have.
get it ready for the show.
That's okay. You
The
can find
intern.
it
It's
on
someone
our
intern's in trouble.
someone's intern. So we just had the celebration for the 10 years at the Chili Pod,
Right.
but we have a business after hours there. It is on March 19th. It's sponsored again by the Manchester Agency.
Nice.
Secure Insurance. Starts at $5, $10 at the door. It is an official business after hours. $10 at the door and a business card. Then at the end of the evening, we draw one business card, and it's a 50-50. So it's really a fun opportunity to win some prizes. And then the Manchesters always have a Yeti there that they're going to be raffling off with per door
I think they have a
prizes as well.
warehouse of Yeti
I think they
coolers
do have a
somewhere in
warehouse.
town.
It's a hidden warehouse.
Yes. But they're so great and generous to do
Yes.
that at a
Yeah.
lot of events.
They do. It's kind of their thing, and it is so generous of them. So again, this will be at the Chili Pod. Monica is getting ready, and she just wrapped up catering for the Mayor's Ball. I don't know when that woman sleeps, but
Right.
now we have another event there on the 19th. So there will be free food, lots of great networking. So it's on our Chamber Facebook page, so you can find it there.
Okay,
under
we'll
events.
check it out and
Yeah.
see. So that's coming up as well.
Yes.
Very
and then
good.
we, again, sorry,
No.
we just have so many things going
Yeah.
on. And this one I don't want to forget to mention. We partner with the SBDC on our Business Builder workshops. And the one coming up is on taxes. It's from the IRS. They'll have somebody there talking about your small business taxes, what you need to know. And those are always free as well. We just ask you to register using the QR code. And again, those are a partnership between SBDC and MEP, the manufacturing program. And so these are resources for small businesses, so you don't have to think, gosh, what do I need to know about my small business taxes? We have a
Right.
workshop coming up where you can
Nice.
learn.
Okay. Very
And
good.
I
Just
think-
register and
I think that's on the 12th, I think.
12th of April.
12th, no, I think it's 12th of March.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
I will
this
look.
week? That would be this week.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, the 12th, this
All right.
week.
Jamie's checking right now.
I am checking because
going to
I
check.
don't want anybody to miss out, but I can
appreciate
talk and
that.
check at the same time.
Well, and I was just going to
So-
say, for small businesses and for taxes, I mean, that's something you don't want to mess around with.
No.
I do not know this from experience, but I can only imagine that if you were to mess that up, some of the agencies involved are not very forgiving. And so,
No.
as I recall, the terms penalties and interest sometimes come
Yes.
into play.
Yes, so much fun.
So there is that. What did you find out?
It is this Thursday at
It is.
11:30.
Thank you.
Yes, and you can go to our Facebook page under events, and there's a QR code to register. And the other way that you can find out what's going on, I'm going to give another pitch for our website is on our new website, gofarmington.com.
Right.
You click on events. Everything I've talked about is right there. It's right on the homepage. Once you click events, it's in order of calendar appearance, calendar date, and you can see, is it open to the public? Is it free? How do you register? It's all right there. So if you just go to our website, it's great. We're just trying to make sure we get all those events listed there, so it makes it easier for people between this show and the Chamber newsletter on our website and a Facebook page.
Facebook.
There it is.
That's all you need to know. That's true. There's a lot going on. I don't know when you guys sleep either, because you do a lot.
Yes.
There's a lot going on for sure. And the new website also has a special feature for members of the Farmington Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
And so we should give that a plug a little bit, because every member gets a page to talk about their business.
And please, if you have not asked us, or if you haven't used the link to access your portal, please do it. All you have to do is let us know, hey, send me the portal link. We send it to you. And then you set up your own password, and you will go to your page, and you'll see this little icon. And if you haven't put your logo there, it's just a little gray building. It looks sort of like a bank building in a way. And then you put your logo there. And
even
then,
bank buildings aren't great anymore.
I know
that for a fact.
Yeah, that's right. They're all modern now too.
Right.
But you add your logo. You look at your description of your company, because some of these members joined the chamber 25 years ago. They may not have looked at
or 50 for some of them. Who knows,
yeah, exactly,
right?
50 years. They may not have looked at their business description in that long, but they've probably changed some things.
Right.
You can go in and change your own business listing, your hours of operation. Have you moved? I mean, make sure that you look at the address. Is it correct? There's a link right there to your website. So go to your website and then look at your website. And if you go, boy, we need to update, that's a good opportunity to reach out to me, and I will give you all of our chamber members that do website design.
Right.
But this, and you can also update your contacts. Sometimes when you're a chamber member, we have contacts that go back again 30 years. Those have changed, so you can update those. Who's the primary contact? Who's the other contacts within your business? So it's such a great feature, and it's free. It's all part of your membership, but the link does expire after 15 days. So when we originally sent that link out, when we launched the new website, those links aren't active anymore. So now you need to reach out to us and say, could you please resend the link? But you're missing an opportunity there on your page.
Right. And I can attest that works really well to reach out to the chamber to get a new link if you did not act quickly enough before it expired.
Right.
Guilty as charged.
Yes, thank you.
That's okay.
Well, and I keep saying it, please go. And I ask people, go to our website while I'm standing there, grab your phone, go to your business, look at it. Do you have that little gray bank?
Right.
I don't know. It's not a bank. It's just a little gray icon.
Right.
And then if that's what your customers are seeing, don't you want them to see your logo? So let's quickly get that updated and changed. So
Sure.
Simple.
It is a simple process to do it.
Yes.
But it's always a good thing to make sure that all of your messaging, our
Right.
marketing friends will tell us, right? Consistent marketing,
Exactly.
consistent messaging is important. So no matter
Very.
if they see you on the chamber website or on your Facebook page or your company website, all of that needs to kind of be
Correct.
similar, I would
Exactly.
think, and have the same type of messaging.
Well, and we don't always know when you've moved. I mean,
Sure.
we try really hard to keep up as I drive around and keep up with where members might have moved to, and then I reach out and say, hey, do you want to do a new ribbon cutting? And we try to get the information updated on the website, but we don't always know.
Right.
So this is a way for you quickly to look and say, oh yeah, we need to add that we now offer this service or this product. Also think about chamber membership in terms of SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. Chambers often, when you do searches, if you're a chamber member, your information is going to come up at the top of a search because of SEO. And that is why we get chamber members that try to join from all across the country. They're trying to join our chamber here in Farmington because it ups their SEO. So that is, and we look at them, everyone that comes in, we look, and we can, we decline a lot of them.
Yeah.
If they're not local or within this region, we decline them because we're here to support local business. But that's why these businesses are trying, plumbing businesses that are, back east or whatever, are trying to join the Farmington Chamber because it increases their SEO. So there you go.
Sneaky.
So, sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky. So that's why we have to spend time when we get these online applications.
Right.
Reaching out. Are they legit, for one thing? And then are they in our region? And
See?
so...
There you go.
I know.
Very good. Very
Didn't
important.
know. I know. You guys didn't know that we're doing that. But
See?
check your listing.
Very important. There you
Go
go.
farmington.com.
Exactly.
Very simple.
So to recap our
Yes, oh my
conversation,
goodness.
because we're almost out of time, I'm sorry to say, but there is the
goodness.
ribbon cutting today.
Yes, at 3.
3 o'clock.
Clarify, 3.
At the Market Pavilion, the
Yes.
brand new outdoor space that will be used all summer long for growers markets
Excited.
and other things out by the Farmington Museum and Visitor Center. The actual address there is 3041 East Main Street. So
Yes.
it's kind of right across from Dunkin' Donuts is what
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts.
That's the landmark I go by.
So after the ribbon cutting, you can go get a donut.
That's true.
If you would like.
That's right. So that's going on today. And then we have the YPN event going on the 12th. That's Thursday at Lauderhouse, a little networking event with them in the evening from 6 to 8 p.m.
And then we'll backtrack one bit.
I'm sorry,
And that's
yes.
okay. The Manchester Business After Hours at Chili Pod on the 19th of March. Again, $10 at the door. Lots of fun food. So
Right.
that's on our website.
Exactly.
And then this
This
ribbon
event,
cutting.
right, another ribbon cutting on the 27th from 4 to 6 p.m. near the Boys and Girls Club, kind of nearby, but the address is the, was it 1961
I
Positive
believe,
Way?
Positive Way.
And that's kind of the street that's coming up kind of on the backside,
Yes.
I guess, of the Boys and Girls Club, I would say. But that's going to be
Correct.
there.
If you
Another-
go past the field and the
Yeah.
football field. So that's going to be really fun. I'm excited to learn more about this. Again, this is with one of our nonprofits that's
Exactly.
a chamber member, and they've got some fun. I think they're going to be announcing some exciting things at that. So
Yeah, the Second
good to go
Harvest
to.
Enhancement Project
Yes.
is kind of what it says on the
Yes.
poster. So looking forward to learning more about that. And then, of course, the Focus on Farmington Coffee event on April 3rd with Carpet One Floor and Home celebrating
Correct.
50 years.
50 years.
So I would think there's a great example of a company that's maybe changed their name over 50
Yes.
years because...
And probably their location, too.
yeah, exactly.
And different things.
And so now you have that. So I bet their websites, their chamber
I'm
page is
sure it
updated.
is. I'm sure
so,
it's updated.
So there's that one. And then, of course, the Business to Business Expo on April 10th
April 10th.
at the Farmington Civic Center.
Yes.
9 to 1.
9 to 1
My
on,
goodness.
on
Sorry.
Friday.
You can show up at 8.
Yes.
And you
Well,
can-
I'll be there.
You can
I'm
meet
sure.
Jamie, yeah. But at 9 a.m. there'll be a special coffee hour by the Tri-City Record. And then, of course,
Yes.
all the people will be there with
And
booths.
the
you can-
vendors and swag and prizes, and it's just it is a really fun event. So don't
Nice.
miss out because
Okay.
it is free. So
Very true. And we'll give a shout out to our colleagues at Hutton Broadcasting because they are a big part of that.
yes, they do help with all the media getting out there. It's just, trying to get the word out about all
Sure.
these things that are going on. And we have such great partners, you and, the CVB has such a great public event calendar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm finding are unusual in that we put out a newsletter twice a week at the chamber. That is very unusual,
Right.
actually. So there is great stuff going on all over this community. And we just appreciate having the opportunity to share what's
Well,
going on.
It's great to be a part of it and to get to these events and
Yeah.
see all the other Farmington folks and other San Juan County folks that want to promote local businesses and,
Yes.
and connect commerce
To community.
There it is. See? There you go. JB Church, thank you for slowing down
Thank
for a
you.
moment to come talk to me. Good
Well,
to see
hopefully
you.
we'll see everyone at the ribbon cutting at 3 o'clock today.
Well, I know. We'll see you there.
All right.
Thank you so much. That's Jamie Church from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, my guest right here on KSJE. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.